Traitors finale. Wait, no, next week is a Traitors finale, but tonight we're going to talk about the episode that just happened on Peacock, the Traitors. So buckle up, smash that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get this party started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture and Traitors super fan Joleen Lunzer here for another Traitors roast and recap. You guys know how we do it over here. We roast the episode, we recap it, we react to it, we take a comedic look. I'm very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you guys have to have the same opinion as me. You're welcome to sound off in the live chat or the comment section, and we can just respectfully agree to disagree.
That's my opinion!
It's just my opinion. So welcome, 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 everybody coming in. I hope you have a delicious beverage to sip on, and I hope you are wearing something very, very comfy as we talk about the Traitors. Episode 10. I can't believe next week we are going to have the finale and the reunion. Be still, my Traitors heart. So sound off in the live chat. I want to hear all of your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions when it comes to this episode of The Traitors and what you think is going to be happening next week. If you don't mind just smashing that like, hit it again. But then if it unlikes, then like it again. If you don't mind, everybody. It's a free way to support the channel, but you know the drill. If you want to support the channel further, you're always welcome to send a super chat while we're live, or a super thanks. Thank you to those of you who did earlier today, or consider joining my YouTube membership for perks and things, and Patreon too. Everything's in the description of this video. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm going to talk like Allan Cumming all night long. I'm sending pictures to myself from the episode that I was taking of my own television because that's how professional I am. Okay. That's good. That's good. I took too many pictures. That's what I realized. All right. Jim says, what is there to recap? All right. So we go into this episode 10 of The Traitors. Let's see what they put for the description of this episode. The Traitors. Ooh, episode 10. Okay. And it is here. Let's see. Oops. Traitors US season 3. All right. Don't be trying to tell me about seasons I've already watched. All right. The power of the Seer. One faithful faces a decision that could make or break their game. The mission offers the chance to win a great power. The pressure to banish a traitor at the round table is on, with this being the final time a player's identity is revealed. So this round table that happened tonight is the last time that the traitor or whoever is banished will be required to say whether they're a traitor or not. So this will be very good for Brittany if Danielle ends up being the person that is banished. However, we don't know because they left us with a cliffhanger. That's right. They left us hanging. Peacock left us hanging there, wondering if it will be Ivor or Danielle. Spoiler alert, it's definitely Danielle, right? It's definitely Danielle. Let's just jump right ahead to that round table. We'll back up and cover everything else. But from the look on Brittany's face at the round table, the vote was tied. Dave, what are you chewing on, baby? Okay. Here, hold up. Okay. My dog is chewing on this, and I think it's important for my desk. But Brittany, so it was tied, Ivor and Danielle. So that made Allan come back into the round table and say, okay, we have to have Danielle and Ivor will be the only two up for vote because the votes are tied against them. They will get to plead their case again, and then everyone will revote. And during this time, Dolores decides to look at Brittany. Now, first, Dolores and Brittany Brittany voted against Ivor. They were like, okay, and we'll get to how we got there with Ivor. But we got a little sting in your eyes. I got it for you. Producer Prince is here, by the way, who's also, as we know from last week, is our Allan Cumming. So Allan says, hello, everyone. Okay, Brittany and Dolores and Gabby and what's his name? Dylan Efron, you revote again between Danielle and Ivor. And then we have to come to a decision. You have to vote again. So Dolores is looking over at Brittany, and Brittany's like, oh shit. Dolores is looking at me like, let's vote Danielle. Let's change our vote and vote Danielle. Even though we voted Ivor, let's change our vote. So it looked to me as though Brittany changed her vote to Danielle, because then they go around the table and Dylan Efron is like, I'm keeping my vote for Danielle. Sorry, Danny. It's just nothing personal, but it's pretty clear you're a traitor. Okay. Ivor can't vote. Danielle can't vote. It's just between them. And then Gabby's like, I'm keeping my vote for Danielle as well. Sorry. Not sorry. So yeah. And then Dolores vote. And Dolores is like, even though I did this to Brittany, like, I'm going to vote for Danielle, I'm still going to vote for Ivor because I'm loyal. And Danielle's my friend. And when someone's my friend, they're not only my friend, but they're my family. This is my family. Okay, I'm from Patterson. How do you think I've been friends with Teresa Giudice Giudice so long? Because when you're my friend, you're my family. And even when you're problematic, and even when you're probably wrong, I'm going to stand up for you because loyalty means everything to me. Okay? Loyalty. I'm loyal. I'm Dolores and I'm loyal. And I also have a very cute outfit on and I'm loyal. And then Brittany's face was like, what? And then they're like, Brittany, comes down to you. Will it be Ivor or Danielle? And Brittany's like, can she count? What? And I think Brittany changed her vote to Danielle because Brittany's like, I can't vote Danielle. It'll be emotional. And I don't know if I'll ever come back from that because last time we were on the reindeer games and I sent her in to the teeny weeny reindeer forest with the little itty bitty elves for the merriest of Christmases so we could save Christmas, which Nicole Franzel won. Danielle got really mad at me and she wouldn't talk to me and she was mad at me. And she's an icon in the Big Brother community and everyone's going to hate me and I can't do it again. But I think she did it again. What do you guys think? Sound off in the live chat. Thank you so much, End Up, for the super chat. What if the votes are split again? Has that ever happened? I believe that has happened. And I don't know what happened. I imagine that has happened. I'm trying to think if it has happened. I don't know who's out there. Who's doing that? Someone's riling up my dogs. Someone in this house is riling up my dogs. So I don't know what happens. They go to another vote. Do they go to a arm wrestling competition? Paper, rock, scissors, which Dylan Efron says he's the best at. Chickenhead PK Dorkface Neely, thank you for the super chat. Says, yippee, Tom is gone. And hi, Nana. Hello, Nana. Paper, rock to the scissors. To the scissors. Anna says, why would anyone still be mad if they got Danielle out here? They all beat her if that happens. Dolores is still angry about it. That doesn't track to me. That's true. That's a good point. I'm going to star this and we'll come back to this because I started working backwards. But I think it should be arm wrestling. I think we should arm wrestle for sure because I think Danielle will beat Ivor in an arm wrestling competition. Tamara says, not happened on Traitors. I assume maybe like going to rocks in Survivor. If it goes to something like rocks in Survivor and it's just between Ivor and Danielle randomly having to pick like a rock and one means you stay and one means you go, that would be crazy. All right, so let's rewind. Boop, boop, boop. We are rewinding back, everybody. We come into this episode after being left on a kind of cliffhanger. I mean, we knew Brittany was going to accept the invitation to be a traitor with Danielle because if she didn't accept this invitation, well, then she would have been banished from the game automatically. And Brittany's no dummy. So we all were like, oh, for sure she's going to accept this invitation to become a traitor. So she goes down into the what is that? What was that? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I was my Instagram pulled up and I was like, who's talking to me? I'm haunted by the ghost of Tom Sandoval, which we'll get to as well. But okay, let me share this picture. So they're down in the dungeon, and Danielle is like, follow me down into the valley where everyone says I cheated in this game. Even though the producers of Traitors literally had to go to social media and articles in the media and say, I didn't. Hi. She's like, hello. Hello, it's me. And Brittany's like, ha, ha. And I was like, this is just more proof that Brittany knew, which we knew that Brittany knew. Brittany's not a dummy. I'm sure she was using Danielle as her traitor angel. Again, I wish the Traitors would, the show, would allow for the cast to talk about traitor angels, to talk about people that they know are traitors, but they're keeping around because these traitors they're working with, and they believe as long as they're, on the traitor's good side, they're not going to be meted. So Brittany's like, oh, no way. What? You? What? Wait, I got to practice my surprise face. Brittany, look surprised. Hold on. Can you say it again, Danielle? Danielle's like, sure, whatever. Okay, hold on. Follow me down into the place where everyone's mad at me for Carolyn. Brittany. And Brittany's like, oh my God, not Danielle. No way. What? Yeah, I had no idea. Huh. What? We're all like, she knew. It did. Let's be honest. Brittany's not dumb. Danielle was out of Danielle character. Danielle herself said she chose to go on the show and do something she's never done before because in her past shows, she's been called cold. So she's like, I'm going to go in emotional and see what happens. See if that makes me less of a threat. And Brittany's like, what? This girl, I just played reindeer games with her. And she was holding a grudge over the, itty bitty peppermint forest thing that we went through. This ain't the Danielle I know. Who is this lady? Is there a body snatch? Is this AI Danielle? What's going on? So Brittany knew. You guys, she knew. And it says I knew Tom wasn't going to win this game. There's no way. So Brittany's like, sure, I'll be a traitor. Let's do it. Let's go. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And really, Brittany's like, but I will tell you this, as a Big Brother super fan, and as someone who has enjoyed Danielle's play and Brittany's play on Big Brother, there was something, and let me know if anyone else feels this way, but there was something magical about seeing them two together, and something that made me wish, which I could have had this longer. I wish this would have been maybe from the jump. And Danielle is making her case like, I trust Brittany now. And it's like, what? But when you came into the game, you were like, I don't know if I trust this bitch. But now you do. Okay, you guys have been kind of working together. You're her traitor angel. Okay, fine. And then, so there was something kind of magical as Danielle is just being like, I really want to get to the end with Brittany. I finally can trust someone I couldn't trust Carolyn. They have a conversation about Carolyn, which I'm sure Carolyn's not going to like because we know Carolyn, and Carolyn's going to be like, what are you talking about? Wait, could you talk about girl? Like, you could have talked about like Bob the drag queen, but you got to bring me up. Like, they were girl saying that I can't make this a girl. I can make a decision. It's just you were trying to like come at me on my decision. So it's like, I just didn't trust you, girl. But you were with Bob the drag queen, girl. So they're like, yeah. Danielle tells Brittany, I have had such a hard time because Brittany's like, tell me everything, even though I know you've been a traitor, because it's pretty obvious to anyone who knows you or has seen your gameplay or anyone with a pulse, kind of. Anyways, go ahead. And Danielle says, it's been so hard. Oh my God. Carolyn, she's so indecisive. She can't make a decision. Brittany's like, can't make a decision to save her soul. No, she cannot make a decision. Right. Yeah, she's just indecisive. Carolyn's at home like, girl, you for real? I can't make a decision. Okay, you're all over the place. Your emotions, you're crying in the corner and shaking. Like you're having a seizure, but I can't. Okay. Okay, girl. Okay. Okay. All right, girl. So they have a little back and forth with Carolyn, and they're like, this feels right. Yeah, it kind of feels right. Okay. So then we see for the first time Brittany and Danielle in the turret together. And again, as a Big Brother super fan, I know the people who, don't watch the Big Brother and stuff, they're probably like, boring, bring a book. But it made me happy. It made me happy to see these two together. I felt for Brittany because she's in an interesting position, but it made me happy to see them together and to see two of my BB faves in the turret together making a decision. They're like, all right, who do we murder tonight? And they come down to, well, maybe Ivor, right? Because he's kind of onto us a little bit. He's super faithful. And then they say, well, who can we trust? Well, for sure, Dylan. Yes, Dylan, number one. And Dolores has never come up for us. 100%. Dolo is not coming for us. She loves us. So it's between Ivor, Gabby. And I'm like, don't kill Gabby. Don't kill Gabby. Kill Ivor. Kill Tom Sandoval. I was screaming at the TV, just kill Tom. And they're like, we could kill Tom because Tom's kind of onto you. And then Brittany tells Danielle, like, Ivor and Gabby are both onto you. Yeah, for sure. And then Brittany kind of speaks up almost in defense of Gabby, it seemed to me. So I was like, yes, Brittany, because I was very terrified they were going to kill Gabby. I'm like, don't kill Gabby. I love Gabby. Okay. If a traitor wins, I want it to be Gabby. Gabby's great. She's fantastic. Don't kill her. I'm like, kill Tom, kill Tom. Come on, we can kill Tom. And then sure enough, they fucking kill Tom. You guys, Tom Sandoval is dead.
Allegedly.
In the game. Allegedly. Okay. I was very excited by this. They decide to kill Sandoval. And you guys, I know people are just ready to go, I like this guy. No. I remind you, for all the points I've shown you before, why Tom Sandoval still sucks. Yes, he's fun to laugh at times, but he's not that fun. So people are like tweeting, I never thought I would miss Tom Sandoval. You don't miss Tom Sandoval. Okay? It's his manipulative, narcissistic way that has gotten into your head. We're making a joke about how he thinks he's the greatest. Even when he went in to get his letter that he was murdered, he was like, I did really well. And everybody respected me, and I was like really good at this game, and I'm like really proud of myself, and I'm like, bro, you got dragged along to the end. Literally. You're what Survivor, they call it a goat. And it's not the greatest of all time. It's like, you're so bad. You're so obvious. You're so easy to manipulate that we are just dragging you because you're not a threat. He's like, I'm really good, I did a lot of good stuff. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I saw someone tweet this, you guys, and it hurt my heart. Everyone has the right to their own opinion, and you guys can disagree with me in the chat at your own risk. No, you can definitely disagree with me in the chat. But I saw this tweet. Okay, I'm not going to name names because I still respect everyone, kind of. But someone tweeted, maturing is realizing that Tom Sandoval absolutely deserves to be on reality TV. No. Danielle's the villain and everyone wants her gone, but Tom Sandoval somehow deserves to be on reality TV because he knows how to be a dumbass. No, he doesn't even know. He's the butt of the joke now. He really thinks. He's like, I did something. No. I'm like Charlotte from Sex and the City. No. How many times can I say no? No. And people are like, yeah. And then I tweeted, I'm not sad to see him go. Bye, bish, bye. Bye, bish, bye. Goodbye, Tom. Goodbye, Tom, liar. Goodbye. Izzy B says, I have never seen anyone so delusional about how great they are. He literally thinks that this is not an act, you guys, for anyone who's watching and think this is cute. It's not an act. And he usually weaponizes and uses this against women on shows with him, women out in life. So no, Tom Sandoval, you deserve nothing. And please feel free to reference all of my previous videos For 10 plus years of research we have done on this man and the ways he has told us that he is trash. Name names. I can't. I don't want to be rude. How mature? It's not mature. Very immature. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. Carolyn, stop defending him. Carolyn. So did you guys send my video to Carolyn? Get Carolyn on the horn, as we say in Minnesota. Get her on the horn. Okay. Girl, I love Tom Sandoval. He's great. Girl, his band is good. It's good. Girl. Everybody bullies him. A good band. Poor Carolyn. She's being too kind. Stop it. Yes. Sarah says he's clueless. He's a clueless asshat. He really is. Tom is low-hanging dead fruit. So don't let him go further and be on more shows because he really thinks that he did something. He's like, I'm really good, da. Oh, God, yeah. He picks up his little envelope and he's like, oh, man, I knew it. They think I'm a big threat. Dear Tom, by order of the traitors, you've been murdered, because Ariana's a bitch. Rachel Raquel made you sleep with her. You lied about Katie Maloney for years. You recorded Rachel Raquel without her consent, and now you're in a lawsuit with her for revenge porn. But none of that matters, because you're really stupid and fun to laugh at. And you're kind of good at singing, says Carolyn. Love the see? They're very threatened by me, y'all. I'm super good, Monica says, thank you, NBC Universal, for a season of trolling Tom. This epic troll of his fight. I mean, even editor, everybody knows he's a dumbass. It's getting a little too much. Carolyn, step back. Step back. You're moving too close to the devil. The devil. The devil. Devil. Very childish. Very childish. Twisted Life said, well, that's why I don't go on Twitter. I don't need to see those arguments. No. People are having revisionist history. And bravo content creators, like bravo people who followed Sandoval, everything that happened, everything he continues to do are like, I'm just realizing that I like Tom. All I kept yelling is, yeah, Tom, na. Tom's gone. I go, pay your mom back, Tom. Pay your mom back. Pay your mom back her money. She wants to retire, Tom. $250,000 is a lot of money, Tom. Pay your mom back. Pay your mom back. Stop recording women without their consent while you're sexting. Stop doing that, allegedly. Stop it. Someone said, I like Tom's shirt. I didn't even notice it. I was just so happy he was leaving. I was like, Tom's gone. Yeah. You know how painful it's been, an entire season of Tom Sandoval. Oh my God. I feel like Dolores was like, at first Dolores is like, I think when she gets to breakfast, she's like, I think Tom's a traitor. And Danny and Brittany are like, yeah, totally. He's a total traitor. She's like, I do. I think he's a traitor. And I'm like, in life he is. Dolo. I get it. Dolores is like, they're like, who do you think's gonna be murdered? Or who do you think's gonna come in? She's like, probably Tom Sandoval because, I'm not gonna get my way. I'm so sick of him. Gabby knows he's trash. Dolo knows he's trash. Everyone knows he's trash. And I was really worried they were gonna get rid of Gabby. Then Gabby comes in. I'm like, yay. And I'm like, you can get rid of Ivor. I don't care. I don't have any special feelings or connections or think he's, super duper good at this game or anything. And then they murdered Tom. And I think it was in an attempt to obviously set up Gabby, but I was still happy to see him go because this is the kind of energy we have to have for Tom Sandoval is fucking Tom Sandoval. Because then Dolores is like, oh shit. Well, he's gone. And that's good. And then Allan Cumming. Allan, beautiful, handsome, well-dressed, fantastic host Cumming comes into the game and makes his entrance to announce. And he's like, oh, look at this. Tom is toast. Oh, Tom. He looks at his picture frame. He goes, oh, Tom, for once, you were actually faithful. Yes, Allan Cumming. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service.
Who is she? Where did you find her?
She is me. I am her. Allan Cumming.
You can leave. I don't believe you guys were ever in love. I think it was fest for 6 months.
Dude, we would sit there for 5 hours.
You would get horny, extra horny, because you weren't
You
getting it
don't know,
from
dude.
Ariana.
You have
so you
no
like go
idea.
downstairs and get your
You have
willy
no
sucked
fucking
by
idea what
Raquel.
you're talking about. I would literally go over to her house and we would spend like 5-6 hours together. If we had sex, it would be like for a little bit. We would talk the whole time.
You're a liar, though, Tom. You're a
I'm
liar.
not.
Though. I mean, that's just the facts, though. And like,
It's not the facts. It's your opinion, which are not facts.
well, no, it's her opinion too. She said it.
Okay, dude.
I mean, what you and Ariana had was true love, bro. Do you
You
remember
don't
that back
know.
in the day?
You don't know,
Bro,
man.
you looked me dead in the eyes for years talking about how much you love that girl.
I did love
God,
her.
it's like you forget, bro. It's crazy.
Shut up.
No, it's seriously, though. It's
I
like you
just
forget your
just
memories,
love how
bro.
you walk.
Rewrite history in your mind and have fun with your band. I'm not opening for you at the El Rey because
Okay,
I've moved on to
fine.
bigger and better things, okay? This is a joke to me. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
He has victim blamed me 100% of the way. So I don't believe anything that just came out of his mouth. I think he's full of shit.
Have some remorse. Have some sensitivity.
There's two things happening here. She confided in you. You put it out on camera. Bottom line is, you now know what it feels like.
That's
but,
why.
But now you know how it feels to have those types of thoughts and have people say, I don't believe it. And you
Just there were
would
4 other things said that weren't.
it doesn't matter. You've got.
This guy that I haven't spoken to in, however many months, all of a sudden is some sort of authority on who I am and how I live my life and what I think and feel. Well, that's interesting. Just like a man.
Don't f with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
The new thing is that, as a cis male,
Did you say cyst?
raise your voice, yell, do whatever you feel entitled to do. But as a straight male, if I was a woman, I could do that. If I was a gay male, I could do that. But as a straight male, if I raise my voice, it's wrong.
Yes, Tom, as a straight male, if you raise your voice at women and you want to just yell at them, it is wrong, Tom. Yes, Allan is iconic. What a read. Allan adorably is like, oh, Tom Sandoval, for once in your life, you were actually a traitor. Tom is toast. Tom, hashtag Tom is toast. Put your toast emojis in the chat for the fact that Tom is gone. And Allan, for once, someone has understood the assignment of us VPR fans. All we want is to see this man dragged for what he's done, who he is, who he continues to be, what he continues to do. And be reminded when everyone else tries to save him on every show he's on and through the Bravo network, Allan was like, no. I will drag this man. I will drag this man to hell and back. Mm-hmm. And Janine says, yeah, I really think Pete Cock gave Tom another. I think so too. But I do think it helps with Allan going, for once, Tom, you actually are a faithful, but you're used to being a traitor. And Allan, he has that iconic read. And then early in the game, he's like, you don't want to be a traitor, Tom. And Tom's like, no. And he's like, it doesn't feel right, does it? So if I pick you to be a traitor, you will find that as like a betrayal. Yeah, I would. Doesn't feel nice, does it? Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. The cyst privilege. Yes, put your toast in the chat. Allan understands the assignment. When no one else has understood, Allan Cumming understands the assignment. So Tom finally leaves this freaking game. I just don't think he's that funny. I don't know. I know a lot of people do. People I love. Not Nana. She watched this episode with me, kind of. She was there like, what's going on? Why are people getting murdered? Who's that guy? I like the way he dressed. Is that a kill? Yeah, that's Allan Cumming. I think I know him. My dad's like, oh, I think he was on a show. I'm like, he's a pretty big deal. Yeah, okay. But not Nana. Nana's like, yo, Tom, bye. But, people I like, people I respect are like, oh, he's funny. I don't think he's that funny. I just don't think he's funny. Put in the chat if you think Tom Sandoval's funny. You can think it. I just don't think he's that funny. I laugh at him. I don't laugh with him. Allan imitating Tom, staring at others on the first. Yes, hilarious. That's the energy we need. All right. And then Gabby going, oh my God, rep, Tom. Yeah, rep. Bummer. And I love how they're like, I wish Chrishell was here to see this. I do too. I wish Chrishell was there to see that as well. Chrishell deserved to see that moment because she came in. Notice how we don't forget that Tom Sandoval targeted Chrishell in the beginning merely on the fact that she was friends with his ex Ariana. It's like, I think it's her, because she's friends with Ariana. Ah. So justice for Chrishell. And apologies for her not being able to see this iconic moment, which was the best part of the episode, really, was seeing Tom go. Because I was like, I know he's not going to win the game, but even if he gets to the finale, he's going to have such a big head. But you guys, he didn't even need to get to the finale, and he was still like, I did really good, I loved it, I was like, everyone respects me, everyone thinks I'm like really smart, and everyone's going to come see my band, at your local casino, not the big ones, the little casinos, that's what they're going to see me, Tom is still not over it. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. You understand too. When Tom loses, we all win. Okay? We really do. Ryan says, when Tom said he was good at that game, that's why they murdered him. Yes. Rip, Tom. Oh, rip. Okay. Then Allan tells you, okay, get ready for the next competition. Seeing is believing, or is it? Oh, I just got deja vu. And they're like, Gabby's like, oh my God, we're going to have to probably do a competition where we all like go through things we've already done, competitions. And Ivor's like, oh, cheerio. I can barely remember anyone's name, let alone which missions we've done. I'm like, Ivor, we're 10 episodes in, Ivor. You have like 5 people's names to remember. Please, sir. Please, let's pretend we're here to play the game. Let's please. It's Gabby. That's Gabby next to you. He's like, no, I go to bed every night and I think, oh, cheerio. I'm so happy. I'm feeling very good in the neighborhood. So Ivor's like, oh, and then we get to the competitions, and our friend Allan Cumming tells everybody, okay, you are going to be earning money, but not only money, you're also going to be the person who collects the most money. Will get a special power never before seen in this game, and it's the power of the Seer. And I love that Allan kept doing this. I think I have a picture of that where he's just like keeps putting up his arm in the air, like the power of the Seer you'll be playing for, which is an iconic power that no one in this game has ever had before. And with this power, you will be able to select one person, pull them aside, and ask them to reveal their true identity, whether they are a faithful or a traitor. And they cannot lie to you. And I'm like, oh shit, that is a very, very big power in a game where you're trying to suss out the traitors between, the traitor, who's a traitor, who's a faithful, to get to the end and collect the money. Because again, if a traitor makes it to the end, they take all of the money. So it was fun to see Allan keep telling everyone, the Seer, the power of the Seer. So everyone is fighting pretty hard for this power, since it is such an important thing in power. How many times can I power that they have never seen before? Okay, I found the picture of Allan. So the money will be banked into the prize pot, the overall prize pot. And they're going to count the money across all 3 challenges, which are a nod to challenges of the past, which brings in the deja vu. And then whoever has the most money collected will become the Seer. Now, right away, Danielle's like, I need that power. Brittany's like, I need that power, because I can't be having anyone pull me aside and ask me this late in the game, are you a traitor? And I have to tell them the truth. I cannot lie. So they're working really hard. Now, Danielle working this hard to get the power of the Seer is seen by Dylan Efron. And Dylan, our faithful Dylan with the 6-pack, who says he thinks people shower too much and thinks chlorine cleans your body. We found out today on today's No Offense, All Offense. Check out my previous video for more information. He said, oh, this looks sus. The fact that Danielle's trying so hard, I already am like, ugh, about her. And now seeing her working this hard to get the power of the Seer, I think it might be her, which is interesting. I mean, sure, there's already a lot of suspicion, some sus on Danielle, but I think everyone at this point should be fighting for this Seer power. The traitors, but maybe don't make it so obvious, the traitors should be fighting for it because they don't want anyone to get it and then pick them. And then the faithfuls definitely should be fighting for this power because you can suss out a traitor, So it's bad for whoever gets it and whoever it is used on. I think they're all kind of trying hard, Pilar says. And I agree with that. I think everyone's trying hard. But Dylan Efron, I think the sus is still there because, like Gabby has said throughout this episode, and people have said before, it seemed like the Carolyn, Danielle, the first time they went after each other was like, and then that second time they went after each other, which sent Carolyn, when Carolyn got banished, people are looking at it as traitor on traitor crime. And by people, I mean the amazing Gabby is like, it's just like really sketchy. So they have all these competitions, and they have the balloon one where they pop the balloon, and if gold, dust falls from it, gold confetti, you collect money, and then you're able to keep going, or you bank what you have. But if you pop a balloon and you have black confetti, that means you lose all your money. So it's like a risk chance game. Dolores is doing pretty good. Brittany's doing pretty good. Then they have, what's the next one? The next one, they have dolls that that they have to pull the string on the dolls and see how much money the doll is going to give you. And that was kind of creepy. We're always with the dolls, which reminds us of the horrible Tom Sandoval singing. I'm the only one who can sing. I'm the only professional singer here. So I'm gonna do a twinkle twinkle little star. Yes, that's what it is. So they're sitting there trying to get their money. So we have the dolls. Oh, and then we have a coin, searching for the coins like they did when they let Derek, Rob, and Wes into the game. The caged men, when they came into the game, now are all gone from the game. So they were collecting coins, and Allan tells us, oh no, I won't let you know right now who is the winner. That will be after tonight's roundtable. So we're not going to find out who won the Seer power as well until next episode, until the finale. So it could be Danielle, because Danielle was really going for it when they got to the doll competition. Now, we don't know how many coins everybody collected, but Danielle was really taking risks. And Dylan Efron, it was like, you pull the doll cord for money, and he's like, I got to keep going for it because I have $0, and then it would be too greedy. And they have these creepy doll voices, and I love a creepy doll. And then Dolores was banking money. Gabby, you could see Danielle and Brittany's fear that Gabby was going to collect a lot of money, but she also got you're too greedy. And Danielle was like, I think I'll pull it again. I think I'll pull it again. I think I'll pull it again. And she banked quite a bit of money. So if she is banished, and we find out first thing during the finale next week, then they'll be getting rid of, I assume, the Seer power. I assume it doesn't go then. It goes out with the person who's banished if they have it, and it doesn't then go to the next closest player without going over, like Price is Right rules. Thank you, Alexandra, for the super chat. Alexandra says, hey, Joleen, watching with my BF. Happy to watch you roast Tom. My prediction after that roundtable is Dylan, Gabby, and Ivor win as faithfuls. I think that's a great prediction. I really do. I think it's going to be, obviously, I think Danielle. And hello to Alexandra, and hello to your boyfriend. Hey guys, thanks for watching this together as a couple. My husband's watching this from another computer. Chell, show up in the chat right now, or make me a liar forever. He'll have it on, but he's probably not paying attention. He's probably playing Rocket Dog or Rocket League. I call it Rocket Dog, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. So I think Danielle most likely is going to be banished when we come back next week. I think Brittany changed her vote because she thought Dolores did. At least that's what the edit made it seem. And Brittany looked really nervous. And even if Brittany didn't change her vote, she would have still, they would still then be tied. And then we'd have to figure out what to do with the tiebreaker. And like you guys were saying in the chat, what if it goes to rocks? We don't know what they're going to do. Arm wrestling, mud wrestling, hair pulling. Who has the biggest feet? Whose second toe sticks out longer than everyone else's toe? Who can sweat and pit out a t-shirt more than Tom Sandoval? You know what I mean? Like, who owes their money or their mom the most money from borrowing from her retirement? Maybe someone else has done that. Maybe not. Maybe it's just Tom Sandoval. We don't know. Meg says, I think they're going to rocks, which is insane because any Survivor fan knows that having your fate decided by rocks sucks because your whole game just comes down to, did I pick the right rock? That's crazy. But a good way to, all right, you guys can't make a decision. You can't be swayed. Well, then here is almost your punishment. And a lot of times it strikes people who really weren't even like on the chopping block. We've seen that so many times with Survivor. People who weren't even in the discussion of leaving then get hit and go to rocks. Yeah. Who owes their mom the most money? That's what it should come down to. Pilar says, if Danielle doesn't get banished, that'll be sus. Well, it won't be sus if it does go to rocks, because it depends on the rock they pick. But I've seen people think that it's going to be sus if Danielle doesn't go, but I think she's going to go, you guys, which will then leave Brittany as the sole traitor. And they're not for sure whether there is a traitor left in the game, but we've already seen quite a few people going, I like Gabby's just chef's kiss. Gabby's been waiting, sitting on this Danielle information. She's known about the Danielle information since she caught them, the traitors, and heard Danielle's voice coming out of the bookshelf area. She put that, she was like, I'm going to file that back in the back of my head, but I'm definitely going to come back to that. And so, Gabby knows what's up. And Gabby's, making sure everyone remembers that. She has conversations with people like Dylan Efron. And Dylan really is like, oh, I just can't trust Gabby. I just can't trust her. I can't do it. But but Gabby is also making, even though he doesn't want to trust her, and they've never been on the same page in this game, they did attempt a truce type thing last episode. And she's making good points that he's like, oh, maybe you're right. And you can see the worry on his face because he has just spoken to Danielle. And Danielle's like, you're my ride or die, man. I love you. You're the best. And Dylan's like, yeah, you're my ride or die too. But you can tell, like, everyone who has this conversation with Danielle, besides Dolores, you can tell they're like, ooh, but I think you're a traitor. Now, Ivor, his mind is made up. He's like, I got my mind made up. It's Danielle. And he's like, I am not going to waver. I'm sorry. Brittany is so stressed now. Coming from being being accused of being a traitor, to now being an actual traitor. You've already been accused of being a traitor. Now you're selected to be a traitor by the one person in this game you came in with beef with, who was holding something against you from a previous game, and you don't want to stab her in the back. And you have so much anxiety, but you might have to stab her in the back. But first you have to try to protect her, but you can't protect her too much because that's going to put even more sus on you, which is already on you, even though you weren't a traitor until last night. So Brittany is walking around the castle in her leggings, just like the pacing. Brittany's okay. She's hearing from Dylan. At first they're like, all right, it's going to be Gabby. Gabby's coming for you. Danielle's doing her little Danielle thing. She goes to Dolo. And just like she tells Dylan, she's like, I only trust you. I really do. You're my person. And Dolores is like, you're my person too. I'm from Jersey. Okay, it's a Jersey thing. When I trust you, when we're friends, you're family. When you're here, I'm like the motherfucking Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family. Okay, even if you're wrong, even if you get disbarred. Okay, I know that's not her accent, but even if you go to prison. Okay, even if you're in the wrong, when you're here, you're family. So you're family now. Okay, soup, salad, breadsticks, unlimited for life. That's how I roll. Dolo, she's so cute. And Danielle's, I know. What are you thinking? And Dolores is like, I don't know. What do you think? Danielle's like, well, okay, I'm going to use my soft voice. I think, honestly, it's probably someone like really sweet. The girl next door, possibly a bachelorette who was the bachelorette looking for a man, then turned lesbian because that's what men will do to you. Something like that. I think that's, yeah, it's going to, I don't want to name any names. Obviously, I don't know, but I think it's someone probably whose name starts with a G. Yeah, maybe someone who talks like this. Someone who can't lift her arms today in her top, or you'll see her tits. Yeah, I don't know. Someone wearing boots? Not with the fur? Yeah. I think someone with a ponytail? Someone who was maybe a Bambi? Is that yeah. Like girl, and Dolores is like, I think so too. We see each other. Yeah, I think so too. Danielle, yes. Yes. And Gabby's walking around like, I'm sorry, what? What's going on? Now, Brittany is like, oh, okay. So we have Gabby. Okay. We're just going to go for Gabby, right? And again, Ivor's like, I mean, I've been thinking about Danielle. So I'm going to go for Cheerio. I'm going to go for Danielle. She's like, I don't know if I can. He's like, Brittany, let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, I was a royal. I was married to a woman, but I was in love with penis. Have you ever been married to a vagina but in love with penis? It's quite the plight, okay? Because you're a royal. And I sat down with Prince Charles and I said, no more pussy for me, Mom. And he said, I'm not your mother. And I said, okay. And I left and I've been happy ever since. It's a game. No one can hold it against you, darling. If I can leave the royals and be my true gay self, you certainly can vote for Danielle. Brittany's like, I don't think I can. I don't think I can vote for her. I think I can vote for Danielle again because she's like hated me for so long and we're supposed to work together because we're big brother icons and you don't understand. And I love that Ivor really thinks that he is making some points like, oh, Brittany, it's just a game. It's okay. Brittany's like, okay, thanks, Ivor. Thanks for nothing. But when she's trying to find him to talk to him before this, she's searching the castle. Brittany is just walking around. I wish I had a shot of her. Like, this is how crazed poor Brittany Haynes is. And she's walking around the castle in her shiny leggings. Like, hello, Ivor. Where the fuck is everybody? Hello. Ivor, what's his name? His name's Ivor. He's still here, right? And Gabby's like, I don't know if he's still here. Is it that guy that like he talks with like an accent and he was like royal, not like lord, like wanna be royal, but like real royal? Is that I don't know. I think he got evicted or banished. Like, no, I think he's still here. Maybe over there. Okay. Hello, Ivor. Hello, Ivor. Okay. Oh, what are we gonna do? And you know, she's already talked with Dylan Efron, and Dylan's like, yeah. Danielle just talked to Dylan. I'm sorry, Brittany didn't talk to Dylan, and Dylan goes, Danny, I just want you to know, like, I know we were saying Gabby, but Gabby just came in here and she made a case for you. And Danielle's like, what? Me? Are you? Why? Dylan, no, you're not going to vote for me. He's like, I don't know. I might. She made a really good case and her outfit was super cute and I complimented her at breakfast. So I might have to do that. I'm not sure. And as hard as Brittany is trying, as much as Brittany is running from room to room, thank God she's wearing leggings because you need movable, pants. You need pants you can stretch, you can move, you can run, you can go, hello, give me 2, give me 5. You need to like make it happen. And so she is just hustling. Brittany's like, I am going to try to save Danielle, but I don't know if I can. And Danielle and her have the conversation of what Dylan said to Danielle. And she's like, I'm sorry, what? How do you know? Is Dylan's going to vote for you? Danielle's like, yeah. And he told me. Brittany's like, he told you that? Like, what is wrong with these people? First of all, Dolores can't do math. Okay, because she keeps voting for people. And it's like, we just need one more vote, Dolores. And she's like, I vote for Tom Sandoval, which I think is iconic personally, me. But Brittany does have a point. Like, it is a numbers game. But who doesn't love a rogue vote? Okay, who doesn't love a hinky vote? My Big Brother Survivor people. You can't have everybody. But Brittany's just watching. She's like, tucking in her. Oh my God. These leggings are very moved. Hello? Ivor, are you back there? Ivor, is he having tea? Do you think he's dead? Where is he? Ivor. Is it Ivor? How do you spell it? Is it E-R-A-R? Because I'm going to write it down later. Ivor. Danielle. What are you going to do? Brittany, hello. I'm just sitting here by myself. I will say what I told Dylan Efron is Danielle, she told me every day she goes to bed worried She goes, a bit stressed. And I said, why be stressed? Think about cock. No, I didn't say that. I said, think about the royals. No, I didn't say that. I said, think about Sam Spears. Think about him. I don't go to sleep stressed. And that's how I know that Danielle is a traitor. Okay. I just come in here with my blazers and my light wash jeans and a nice polo button up. Okay. I put a scarf in my pocket for good measure, even though this would be considered casual Friday in the UK. And I know you guys want to go after the lone Brit, but no, I'm going to go for Danielle. I'm so sorry. And Brittany's like, okay. All right. Well, I don't think I can do that, Ivor. Oh, it's easy. Just write DANIELLE. Yes, that's how you spell it. Danielle. I've known a Danielle before, and I've known a Daniel. Which one do you think I liked better? Okay, enough with the gay jokes. It's not becoming on you, Brittany, but or me, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. HFG said his logic was wrong. Lots of faithfuls talk about having trouble sleeping. Yes, because you're worried you're going to be murdered. But Ivor, it's a difference between the gamers and the non-gamers. The non-gamers are going to have a little easier time sleeping because they don't have that mentality and they don't have that like killer instinct to be like, oh, it's important that I worry about this because this could happen. He's like, hey, if I go home, I go home. It's okay. There will still be tea. There will still be crumpets. There will still be soccer, aka football. Everything is okay. My light wash jeans are still here. I still have a bulge. Everything's happening. So Ivor's not worried about it. He is not worried about it. And Brittany's like, oh my God. He's like, I'm sorry, but that's just the way the crumpet crumbles. That's what we say in the UK. We don't say that, but I will tell you also when she went after Carolyn. Now, this was a good observation by Ivor. You know, we tease and make fun, but Ivor's no dummy, obviously. He says when she went after Danielle, she stopped shaking or went after Carolyn, she stopped shaking completely. Yes, she did. So she was like this. And then when she came at Carolyn at the round table, she was no shakes, no shakies. Okay, no shakies pizza. She was just delivering the lines. So I think she's acting. And if anyone knows good acting, it's a British royal, because we are all in loveless marriages besides Prince Charles, who finally got to marry his mistress. Amen. But everyone else, and maybe Harry, but he had to leave the country. But everyone else is miserable, allegedly. Okay. Oh boy. So Brittany's just like, oh my God, it's absolute chaos. This is when she's looking for Ivor. Where's Ivor? This is horrible. What's going on? Poor Brittany. So much stress, so much shouting, so much laughter. Last night's underwear in my back pocket, sure sign of a morning after. Ani DeFranco. She's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Well, you're going to have to figure it out. Now, there was some pretty funny scenes, especially when Danielle is alone with Gabby. Okay, so I think I have a shot of that here. They are in the library together, and Gabby's like, I'm just drinking tea because this is like the warmest spot for me in the house. So, hi, how's it going? Danielle's like, good. They had talked earlier, and they were kind of like, Danielle's like, what do you think? Gabby's like, what do you think? She's like, I don't know. I mean, it could be anybody. It's like, you don't want to say the wrong thing. You don't want to, go after anyone because then they could get you. And Gabby's like, yeah, I know. Because like, it's like totally you. You're like the fucking traitor. Like, I know it. It's like, anyways, I'm next to like a cold-blooded killer. T, like, I'm not leaving. Gabby was like, I'm not leaving this room. Just because there's like a murderer next to me doesn't mean I'm going to leave. That's crazy. I'm staying here, okay? This outfit's amazing. I cannot lift my arms. Dylan Efron asked me I can't. And my little cute shorts and these boots, they're not made for walking. Do you see the heel? They're very high. Okay, I don't want plantar fasciitis when I get older like Joleen. That's gross. Ew. Yuck. Bambis don't have plantar fasciitis. Now, Brittany tries her best, with trying to convince people of Gabby. She's like, well, Dylan, think about this. Huh? Okay. How about Gabby didn't really talk to me before this. She only talked to the Bambis, right? So she probably did that because she is a traitor, right? She didn't really talk game until she had to. And now she's all by herself, so she has to. He's like, yeah. But Gabby's argument is still better about Danielle. But maybe. Yeah. It was just so awkward. And Danielle is just like, oh, Gabby, you're going down, girl. I'm so sorry I have to do this to you. I got to take you down to banishment town. Yeah. And Gabby's like, I don't think that's going to happen. And it's like, it's going to be between Danielle and Gabby. So we think. We get to the round table. And Brittany is like, okay, I want to protect Danielle, but I don't want to go too hard for Danielle. So I'm thinking Brittany's probably going to stay quiet, won't be the first to talk. Brittany's like, and everyone's like, because everyone's quiet. Allan says, the last time the person banished will reveal if they are traitor or faithful. Go ahead. And they're like, do, 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 do. And then Brittany goes, and they're like, and she's like, okay. So, oops, sorry, it was a hiccup, but I'll start. Gabby, I didn't really talk to you before this because you didn't really talk to anybody but the Bambi. So that made me think you're a traitor. Because you didn't talk to anybody and maybe you're worried about talking to people. And Gabby goes, okay, that's interesting. Yeah. No, no, I'm not. I actually don't have anyone in this game anymore. You two do. Danielle, Brittany, hi. You and you're like really close. You're like really loyal. You okay, Davey? You're really loyal with one another. Okay. And you're like really close. So, who is the one that, probably is protecting someone and has someone in this game? Not me. I have nobody. Literally. Like, I didn't even know Ivor was a part of the game. Me and Dylan Efron are like mortal enemies. All right. Dolores is loyal to Danielle and now they're family like the Olive Garden. And I can't break that, obviously. And who else is there? Brittany, obviously you're close to Danielle. Danielle, I can't be close to you because you're the fucking traitor. So just me. Hi, I'm alone. It's me. And they're like, okay. Then we have Ivor's like, I'm going for Danielle. Okay. Sorry, Danielle. Tonight I'm betting for you, babe. I know I sound Australian. Okay. So that's okay. But that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't know for sure, but I think I'm right. And then we have Gabby versus Danielle. And let me tell you, Gabby kind of destroyed Danielle in this, where I was like, Danielle, every point that Danielle made at the round table, Gabby was like, me too. Hashtag me too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, me neither. I don't have anyone in this game. No. She's like, Danielle's like, I voted for Boston Rob to leave twice. Gabby goes, yeah, I did too. I did vote for him. I even voted against my own friends. Yeah. And Danielle's like, it wouldn't make sense for me to vote against my own friends. Like Derek, all people. She's like, I mean, I voted against my friend and I voted for Boston Rob twice too. So it probably would make sense for you to do that. She just threw everything back at Danielle, and Danielle's like, oh, okay, well, okay. Oh, what am I going to do next? It was almost as if leaving Gabby in the game and getting rid of Tom Sandoval, even though I think it was the right decision because I didn't want to see Tom anymore. But maybe as a traitor, it wasn't the best idea because Gabby was on to the fact that she's like, and I think you murdered Tom as a way to set me up. Yeah, because I'm not stupid. I have like a soft voice and I wear sunglasses and stuff and I can't lift my arm in this blouse. Again, okay, yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm stupid. It means I'm actually really smart. I mean, I sussed out that all the Bachelorette guys are trash. Like so much so that I moved on to women. Like I'm very ahead of my time. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Danielle is like, fuck. You can see in Danielle, she's like, okay, well, whatever. I know I'm going to have Dolo's vote. I know I'm going to have Brittany's vote. Hopefully Dylan, and I should be fine. was like Danielle was disarmed by Gabby's I don't give a fuck delivery. She wasn't nervous. She wasn't like, what? I don't know. She wasn't Carolyn. Gabby was smooth. She was like, oh yeah, that's a nice point that also works for me. But you look more sus than me. Let's be honest. Okay, all my friends are out of the game. Yeah, and your number one friend is still in the game. So it's like, it's probably you, babe. Like, you're probably the traitor. And that's okay because that's like the rules and stuff. But also, like, just like own it. Just like live your truth. Just do it. So I'm like, holy shit. Danielle is really banking on the relationship she made, which, you know, sure, but that only goes so far when you get down this far. Traitor angels only go so far when now you're getting down to the end and these people already think you're a traitor and they're probably going to take the shot if the numbers are there. So again, they go around the table to vote. And we have Gabby's like, obviously I'm voting for Danielle tonight. It's like, I guess I don't know for sure if you're a traitor, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm voting for you, Danielle. Ivor's like, told you. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I'm voting for Danielle. I'm voting for Danielle tonight. Dolores is like, I'm going to vote. Let's see. So we're going against Gabby or Ivor. Okay. Or wait, no. Gabby or Danielle. I'm going to vote Ivor. I'm going to vote Ivor. Everyone's like, sorry, Ivor. I just think that, I don't know what I think. I think that when you're here, you're family and you're not family. So I'm going to vote for Ivor. And Ivor's like, what? What? Ivor. So the fact that during this roundtable, they saw that Dolores, even before she voted, was like, yeah, it's probably going to be Ivor. I think Ivor, you're like sus. And you could see Danielle look at Brittany like, let's make the move. Let's switch it over to Ivor. Because if she numbers, so they're thinking in numbers wise. Dolores is just thinking in soup, salad, and breadsticks. She's like, it's Ivor. And so you see Danielle like, so we have Ivor and Danielle coming down to the two of them with a tie. Votes are tied. So Allan comes back in and says, we're going to do a tiebreaker. Hello, everybody. We're going to do a tiebreaker, and it'll be between Danielle and Ivor, who's clearly a faithful. You guys are all fucking idiots, but here we are. Okay, Dolores, you have ruined the game. No, she didn't ruin the game, but you again make no sense. Nobody understands what you're saying in this game, and everyone here is now dumber because of your votes. No, shout out to Dolores. And so then they're like, Ivor and Danielle are not going to vote. So now you guys got to break this tie and you got to figure it out. And you got to figure it out now because we can't leave this shit on a tie. So plead your case. So Ivor is like, I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. It's me, Ivor. I don't remember any of your names, and I'm never going to. Once I go back to England and have my tea and sitting down watching the rain, I will forget you like you never existed. But anyway, except for Sam. Anyways, I think we all know that I am a faithful. And I think we know that Danielle is obviously a traitor. So unless you want to have this same thing happen, vote for me. I know Dolo tried to flip the script by saying, well, maybe it's not a girl. And I do love Dolores for that. The fact that she's like, well, maybe it's not another woman. Maybe it's a man. And they're like, oh, yes, maybe it's Ivor. Oh, yes, maybe it is Ivor. And Ivor's like, it's ludicrous. Literally. Everything she just said is ludicrous. She's a lovely lady. Okay. I've never had the Olive Garden, so I don't know what all the stuff is about. But clearly, don't vote for me. I'm a faithful. And as a faithful, I would be very hurt. And then they go over to Danielle. And they're like, Danielle, what about you? What do you think? She's like, oh, you guys, it's been really hard for me. Obviously, I'm a faithful. Like, look at me. I'm being so faithful right now. And me too. Hashtag me too as a faithful would be really hurt if you guys vote me out. So let's not do that. Let's just get rid of him, right? What's he here for? Who is this guy? Right? Do we even know him? He doesn't even go here. So yeah, it's really hard for me. obviously. I know you guys think this was traitor on traitor, but it really wasn't. I was very calm. I remain calm. Okay. Did I get a little hyphy on Carolyn? Well, she got hyphy on me first. So hyphy versus hyphy, sure. Traitor versus traitor, no. I'm a faithful. Let's keep that energy and go to the end with my fellow traitor. Faithful Brittany. Just as I know Brittany's faithful. Obviously, I wouldn't throw under the bus. I'm not that type. Okay. Brittany's faithful. I know Dylan, faithful. Yeah. Dolo, faithful. Gabby, I honestly, babes, I don't know. But Ivor, yeah, you're definitely traitor, clearly. Okay. Thank you. So we have a vote, and I'm like, oh God, I don't know. I don't know about this. And everyone, now Dolores, after this, like I mentioned earlier in the recap, Dolores is like, to Brittany. Brittany explains it like Dolores looking at her going, I'm like, eye motioning to Danny. She takes this as, I'm going to vote out Danielle. So she's like, Brittany's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Are you serious? Dolores is going to change her vote. What am I going to do? I don't think I can vote out Brittany. I just don't think I can, or I don't think I can vote out Danielle. I don't think I can do it. I can't do this again. Okay. Oh my God, the emotional turmoil. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to do. Hello, Christina Coca says, hi, Joleen. I come with a few viewers. Thank you so much to meet you and subscribe to you. Okay, bye. I love you. Love you so much, Christina. Love you so much. I would love for you to join me next week or maybe the week after and talk a little Traitors. We can talk after the finale and see where we're at. All right. So, should they have murdered Gabby instead of Tom? 100%. I didn't want them to. I'm glad they didn't. But as traitors, yes, you should have. Gabby's you should definitely get rid of smart people and keep the dumbest people in the game for as long as possible. And Tom was the dumbest person in the game. No offense, all offense. Okay. But I didn't want to see him get any farther. And who knows with Tom Sandoval? It was just meant to be. But yes, unfortunately. Or maybe should have got rid of Ivor. One of the two. Okay. So, end up says, do it. Yes. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Christina Coca. Everyone go follow her on Instagram and subscribe to my friend Christina. She's excellent. If you don't know about her, you obviously know about her, but she's excellent. So, yeah, Rebecca says, how are they going to win with both Dylan and Gabby left? Excellent question. So when they go around the table again, Dolo has allegedly given Brittany these eyes like, I guess I am going to turn on my family. My family. Okay? My family. And Brittany's like, oh my God. You see Brittany. I felt for Brittany in this moment because it was like she was going to barf. She's like, I know Brittany doesn't want to go through this again with Danielle. And from the post-season interviews, I've heard of Brittany, especially the one on Carolyn's podcast, that the video is now deleted and the podcast has not been broadcast since this interview, which is weird. It feels like Brittany and Danielle did not end on good terms. So that is why I 100% think that Brittany changed her vote. So Dolores votes and she's like, even though I went like this to Brittany and I was like to Danielle, I'm going to keep my vote because I'm very loyal. Okay. Even if you rob me right in front of my face, if I considered you family, you're still family. I'm going to let you rob me again. So I am going to vote Iva. It's you, Iva. And Iva's like, okay, thank you, Dolores. Thank you so much. And then we go to Dylan. Dylan's like, hi, guys. Dylan with the six-pack who says showering's overrated. Anywho, I am going to say keep my vote. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm really sorry, but Danielle. So now it all comes down to Brittany if we want another tie. So Gabby's, I voted for Danielle. And Dolores is like, I voted for Iva because he's family. And then Dylan's like, I kept my vote to Danielle. And Brittany's face, you guys, the facial expressions, Brittany looked like she's going to just vomit. She's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Dolores didn't change. I think I changed. I changed the vote. I definitely changed the vote. Look at these faces. This poor woman is having an anxiety attack. Her cheeks, her knees weak, There's vomit on her sweater already. Mom spaghetti. Like those aren't little pins. They're not brooches. It's barf. Because she's like, oh my God, I read this totally wrong. And I have to vote out. I voted Danielle. I changed my vote because I thought I didn't want to be on the wrong side because then it made me a target. And now I'm going to have to deal with the wrath of the Big Brother fandom and of Danielle and her not liking me. And I just did not want it to go this way. Why the fuck is it going this way? Can't these housewives, why can't they fucking count? Why don't they know social cues? Okay. It's like, if I do this, if you look at Danny and go like this, after we have to revote, it sounds like I'm going to vote for Danielle. But Dolores probably now thinking back, she probably meant I'm sticking with my vote for Iva and I'm sticking with Danielle. But she doesn't game, so she doesn't know and she doesn't know math. And what the fuck am I going to do? Oh my God. Oh my God. Why couldn't I be on Janelle's season? She's my best friend. Why am I on this fucking season with my reindeer games? Enemy. And right as she's about to go, they're like, join us next week on The Traitors, where we'll tell you during the finale too much information that we could have just told you tonight. We could have easily went in the finale knowing who was going to be in the finale without being left on a cliffhanger. This is one of those things Big Brother Survivor and now The Traitors does to annoy its fans and make us be like, I hate this. We think it's because you'll watch. You were going to watch anyways, though. So why piss off people who are going to watch the damn show anyways? Because it's the fucking finale. And who misses the finale of the show they've been watching the whole time? Pardon me while I get this back. Thank you, Dave. Dave said, you threw this on the ground? I eat it now. I eat this. Thank you, Kenzie, for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. That is so generous of you. I appreciate you so much. Congratulations to those of you who got the free memberships. YouTube chooses at random. So if you did, and thank you for becoming a member, Kenzie, if you did enjoy if you did get a membership from Kenzie, enjoy the bonus content and also the emojis and all the fun stuff that comes along with it. Okay. Christina says, Joe, there's a bunch of loud gibberish keeps inserting in those. What? There was a bunch of loud gibberish. It keeps inserting in those. What? Christina, what is going on? What's happening? Butterfly says, I think Danielle was giving her the signal that it was okay to save her game and vote her out. So she did. I felt like a little bit that Danielle was like, it's okay. You can do a little bit. You can do it. But if you listen to the postseason interviews, it appears that Brittany and Danielle are not on good terms. So something went awry. And this would be that something that went awry. Cassie faces, do you think Danielle and Britt prepared signals for the roundtable to tip each other off on how they are voting just in case of a change? I would assume they would be like, here's how I'm going to communicate to you. If I do this, that means change your vote. If I do this, it means keep your vote. If I do this, it means shut up. If I do this, it means talk more. Something. Thank you so much, Kenzie. You are such a sweetie. Wipe the CD. Okay. Dolores ruined the game, not paid by anyone, said, just like she ruined New Jersey with her blind loyalty to Tree. She said, when you're here, you're family. Yes, Christina, I can hear you, but I don't know what your last comment was. Explain. Rebecca says, I think they were planning on doing a Seer power next episode, but Danielle got it and she gets banished. So they need to drag out the banishment. That is probably exactly what happened, Rebecca, because I think Danielle got the Seer power and I think she was banished. So there you go. Monica says, Britt should 100% vote out Danielle. It's the best gameplay move. It is. It is, because if she makes it to the end as a traitor, she gets all the money. So, but you could also argue that there is more time within the finale for her to hide behind Danielle as a shield. And now it would just leave her. So it might be better going into the finale to bring another traitor. But yeah, End-Up says, how did the worst episode have the best cliffhanger ending, though? It just was unnecessary. They did not need it at all. Something isn't connecting. What's not connecting, Christina? Oh no, what's going on? All of Christina's messages. What's happening? CJL CJ Lathan, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, did Allan tip the hand with there's a woman on a mission? If I've ever seen one during the comp. Oh, I missed that. Now I must have still been celebrating Tom Sandoval's murder. I totally missed that. B. Bean says, I saw a Brittany interview where she dragged Danielle for her seizure after Carolyn banishment. Yeah, which is making me think like, what really happened? What's going on? Kenzie said, based solely on the editing this season, I think they're setting us up to think Brittany is voting against Danielle, but won't happen. That's another good point. They do that. They be tricking us. Okay. So Butterfly says, I have justice for people who have actual seizures who don't act like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Shine says the next with the most money will get the Seer. Yeah, they aren't going to have this great twist and then have it go bye-bye. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, you would think, Shine. You would think, but we know we're fans of Big Brother and they let twists go to the wayside all the time. They're like, oh, I guess we'll just never talk about that again. And you're like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, that's done now. Like, okay. So the second highest will get the power. That's what why they wait to say who got it. Angela, you're smarter than me. Okay, you guys are smarter than me because I'm like, nah, let's get rid of it. I've been such a Big Brother fan for so long. I'm just used to them being like, all right, they announced something and then they're like, it disappeared. No one's like that. No one cares. Casey says, Dave's like, I knocked this Kleenex box down. I eat it. And mommy plucking confetti from my adorable booty. Oh my gosh. He ate a little bit of plastic and oh, goodness. All right, so let's see. N-Dub says maybe, but I think Allan was commenting on all of the players. That comment was just highlighted for the viewers. Not paid by anyone says if Danielle stays, I am done. I would rather watch Roni. That's bad. If not paid by anyone, if you'd rather watch Roni. Oh my gosh. We're traumatized by Big Brother. So I'm like, yeah, they'll go to the wayside. Kenzie says, I also don't think they can hear some of Allan's commentary. So I don't see him saying something that can affect the game. Yeah, I mean, Allan, yeah, that's a good point. Like maybe there are things that they can't hear all of his commentary. But Brittany just looked like she was going to barf all over the place at the end of this episode. Like, oh my, this so nervous. And I just felt for our dear Brittany Haynes that she has to come into this as a traitor so late in the game. And with Danielle, who she came into the game wondering if she was going to stab her in the back. And now she has the chance to kind of get rid of Danielle. Will she take it? I don't know. The Angel Muse says, I have loved Danielle for her kick-ass game in BB3. But for me, in this game, she has played a very devious game with overacting and desperations. I have fallen out of my admiration from 20 years ago. Well, I mean, a lot of people have that opinion. I haven't really lost my admiration for Danielle. I haven't loved this gameplay. But this is what she said she chose to do. She told us, she goes, I'm coming in and I am freaking taking out all your favorites. I like that energy. I can't lie and say I don't like that energy. The over emotional stuff, not my fave, but she said it's the decision I made going into the game because she said, previously people had called her cold every time she played these games. So this time she was going in emotional, knowing that she was playing with people who didn't know her gameplay, and that might work. However, I think if you're not an emotional person, this move doesn't work for you unless, like Sam said, you're a really good actor. And unfortunately for Danielle, she's not a really good actor. So it's too much. Bye, Christina. Text me and let me know what was going on in the chat because I couldn't understand some of your comments. And I hate that. But thank you for sending people over. I appreciate it. But what if Danielle wins? Honestly, if she wins with this strategy, then the pie is on our faces for being like, how could you do that? How could you play so emotional and be shaking like this in a corner? Like it was so camp and ridiculous. And this is a camp and ridiculous show as it is. And I love it for that. But I feel like her acting is very mommy dearest. You're like, no, why? Like she's got Noxzema on her face. Like, so we'll see. I mean, she could, but something tells me she's not gonna. But I would be lying if I said I didn't get a little bit of goosebumps seeing her and Danielle together as Big Brother queens in the turret. And I know not everyone who, people who don't watch Big Brother, they're not going to feel that same way. but they're both pretty iconic in our world. So yeah. Ma Pro says Bob the drag queen doesn't get why people call Danny the worst traitor when she was the one remaining before recruiting Brit. I mean, and there is something to be said for that, because even in Big Brother, when you don't love people's gameplay, if they make it to the end and they're like the last few or one standing, you do have that idea that like not everyone who makes it to the end, some people are just dragged along because they're Tom Sandovals. Or like, for example, Derek from, Big Brother 23, dragged to the end because they weren't a threat and you knew you could beat them in the end. So a lot of people are taken that way. But to be the last traitor standing, similar to, like in Big Brother, to be one of the last players standing, you had to have, along the way, you had to make some right decisions. Things had to go your way. A little bit of luck and a little bit of strategy, and whatever you were doing seemed to work, or everyone else just played so horrible. So, oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I also don't think Danielle's the worst traitor. I really don't. Ma Pro says Danielle is not the worst traitor. She played a good game up until we find out who gets banished next. Obviously she's not the worst traitor because she outlasted all of the traitors. Is her game messy? Yes. Does she admit that? 100%. Is she like overly emotional to the point where it's not really believable? Yeah. But so far she's still in it. Do I think she could have gotten farther being the Danielle Reyes we know? I don't know. Because when she came back to games, like when she was in Big Brother 3, she was robbed. And then the rules completely changed after Danielle was in the game. Like the way they voted, the way they kept people in jury. They didn't do that before. And a big reason is because of what happened on Danielle's season and because of Danielle. And then when she came back for BB7, she made an alliance with Chilltown, which is Dr. Will. If you guys are watching Deal or No Deal Island, and this other guy who's creepy and now Dr. Will has, I think, a lifetime restraining order on, allegedly. Okay. And she made an alliance with them. They kind of stabbed her in the back. So she didn't make it as far as she probably should have in the All-Star season of Big Brother. And then when she came back for Reindeer Games, obviously we saw what happened. And she had beef with Brittany for that reason. Because she sent her into the itty bitty tiny baby reindeer Santa Claus peppermint forest to do a competition, and she wasn't able to do it. And Baby Reindeer Games was really entertaining, but it was also such a ridiculous show. And she didn't make it as far as she obviously wanted to. So maybe, she thought, well, being the Danielle Reyes that the people know hasn't worked for me. So maybe I'll switch it up and be the Danielle Reyes that no one has seen before. B Bean says, Boogie would have been great on Traitors. Yes, minus the DUIs, criminal record, possible stalking, and threats. Allegedly, even to me. Allegedly. Okay. Those who have been a part of the channel a long time know that story. Oh boy. So yes. Anna says, lest we forget, Cody Cauliflower was the worst traitor that ever existed. Cody Cauliflower, Daddy Derek's best friend from Big Brother 16, was the worst traitor. He sucked. And it was so satisfying to see him in his truest form because we saw him in Big Brother 22. And that was an alleged all-star season, but it was during the Panakuchen. And there was allegedly pre-gaming and Daddy Derek basically handing Cody Cauliflower, allegedly, an alliance on a platter. And they had an all white. It was a mess. Okay. That season was a mess. And he won. And we were like, what? No. So obviously, clearly I'm over it. So over it. I'm not even, it doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, like that gameplay sucks. You might not like the way Danielle plays. You might not like how she got there. You might not like that she got your faves out, but I don't think we can argue. I don't think there's an argument to be made that she's the worst traitor. Depends on what you believe is the worst. If by worst you mean your least favorite, sure. But if by worst you mean like the worst at the game, no. Because Suri wiped the floor with Cody Cauliflower and it was so freaking beautiful. Sometimes I think about that. When I just need to believe in something again in life, I just think about Suri wiping the floor with Cody Cauliflower in season 1 of The Traitors. And then I I remember. That all is right in the world. Was I referring the committee, whatever they were called? It was the all white KKK alliance. I'm not sure what they were called, but I remember them. Don't pay by anyone says she ruined the game. This traitor on traitor is a turnoff. You know, I will say that the traitor on traitor stuff is yes, but she wasn't the first one to go traitor on traitor. That was Boston Rob, due to what he said was because of Bob the drag queen saying that, you know, probably one of these cage guys, either Derek, Wes, Rob, you know, they're going to need a shield because people think they're traitors. I'm paraphrasing, but we remember that episode with Bob the drag queen. So Boston Rob made the first move with that. But yeah. Tamara says there are two parts to being a traitor. Danielle wasn't a great traitor in the house, and Carolyn wasn't a great traitor in the turret. Ooh, that's a good way to look at it, Tamara. And Dan, let's not forget Mr. Dan Giesling coming in, going after Phaedra, traitor on traitor. We didn't like that either. I didn't like that either. Pulling in Parvati and being like, okay, we got to go. Oh my God, you guys, there was an article I saw posted. What? Why do I have a copyright issue? Oh my God, NBC Universal is just the fucking worst. Why do they do this to me? What the hell? Okay, it's not, apologies to NBC Universal. It's Inner Street Recordings, whatever that is. Okay, we'll take out a second, like a couple seconds. Oh my gosh, I got a copyright violation earlier too, and I don't remember what it was for now. But there was an article I think put out by Vulture, and they were making the case. And I was like, damn, Big Brother is getting shit on in this game. So the Vulture article is Big Brother players aren't built for the traitors. I forgot I wanted to talk about this. I think I'll talk about it tomorrow on No Offense, All Offense, by Joe Reed, who has been covering movies and pop culture since 2007. So he knows his stuff. Not Joy Reid, but Joe Reed. He says, one of the greatest joys of the U.S. version of The Traitors is watching familiar faces across the reality TV map converge in a game of strategy and deception. And yes, murder. You've got your housewives, your bachelor, your various royals, drag queens, WWE stars, and whatnot. Then there are gamers, the alum of social strategy games like Survivor, Big Brother, The Challenge, all of whom are well-versed in the various schemes of voting to eliminate competition. Season 1 saw the triumph of Survivor legend and fan favorite Suri Fields. Season 2 saw the triumphant challenge legend and favorite CT, and also Trishelle. I love how I put in also Trishelle. Meanwhile, the show has flooded the zone with Big Brother legends, former winners, widely acknowledged strategic masterminds, the best to have ever played the game. And over the course of 3 seasons, the Big Brother legends have flopped and flopped hard, both at the game and generally, but especially when placed in role of the traitor. Damn, Joe Reed. Well, he does make a good point. Cody Cauliflower, BB16, runner-up, and Big Brother 22 winner. Well, he's not considered one of the best Big Brother players, so scratch him off the list already, okay? Made himself so obvious as a traitor in season 1 that his fellow traitors needed to turn on him and get him voted out. Dan Giesling, okay, so far he's got a pretty good case. Dan Giesling, Big Brother 10 winner and Big Brother 14 runner-up, could not shut up about what a Machiavellian schemer he was in season 2, up until he was basically laughed out of the round table by Kate Chastain. That's, yeah. Of all people, this season we've got Danielle Reyes, the Big Brother 3 legend, who puppet mastered her original season from start to nearly finish, and only lost because all players she eliminated went home, like we talked about, watched her talk shit on them in the diary room on TV. This is before they held players in jury, so they didn't know, where they had a certain amount of players that were going to be jury who would decide, who didn't get to see, didn't go home and were sequestered. So who went home, watched her talk shit on them on TV, and got all butthurt about it. Danielle is the reason Big Brother juries are now sequestered. Thank you, Joe. We already talked about that. You're welcome. Her fellow Big Brother alum and surprise Traitors entrant, Derek Levasseur, called her the best Big Brother player to never win. Well, he doesn't just say that. Everybody says that, basically. A sentiment widely shared in the BB fandom. Sorry, Joe. I should have read your full statement. And yet Danielle is currently playing the traitor so poorly, making big, sloppy, conspicuous moves, alienating potential allies, and fancying herself an Oscar-winning actress while displaying community center theatrics that even oh, hey, you two be nice to each other. Even scene-stealing ignoramus Tom Sandoval has taken notice. Well, someone told Tom that. Come on, let's be real. Why are Big Brother's strategic masterminds so consistently bad at the traitors? Why are they, in particular, flopping in the role of traitor? The temptation to say Big Brother is a game for dum-dums and thus the king or queen of Dum Dum Mountain is still a dum-dum? Any casual TV viewer who flips past Big Brother will see players dressed in unitards. That's true. You're really making me feel bad about watching the show, Joe. Competing in family, double dare-esque physical challenges and losing their dignity on a slippery wiener. Shout out to Brittany. That was Brittany. She lost her dignity on a slippery wiener in Big Brother 12. But talk to people who watch a wide swath of competitive reality shows, the real hardcore gamer dorks, complimentary. And many will tell you that Big Brother is the best, most pure version of a social strategy game. Strip away all the bells and whistles and zing bots, and you end up with a competition about building enough positive relationships with your fellow players to insulate you from elimination. Yeah, good description, Joe. It's that simple and that complicated. And the players who navigate it particularly well often feel like expert chess players thinking several moves ahead of each competition. So why does that all seem to fall apart in the Scottish Highlands? We'll find out more tomorrow on No Offense, All Offense with Joleen. I think, Big Brother itself as a game is so long and you're in that house and you are sequestered, and there's something to be said for that, about how cuckoo it really is a game of like mental strength too. Sometimes delusion, a lot of times delusion. Relationships at the core are the most important parts of Big Brother, because you are building those relationships to stay in the game, and then those relationships, if you do stay in the game and get to the end, to vote for you at the end. So it's a balance between the two. So it really is the most interesting to me social strategy game out there, because it's the only one where you live with these people 24/7 and you are sequestered from the outside world while having live feed cameras watching you in certain rooms of the house that is broadcast to super fan dorks of the show like me that we watch every summer. So it is interesting to see Big Brother kind of crap the bed on this. But as much as Danielle, I think it's also a Big Brother thing for the people on Big Brother to kind of have these DR sessions where they are like, I'm going to get her. And I know that, to have these, like he says, Machiavellian moments to be like, I am the best. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to get them out, So I think that is something very Big Brother. So the fact that Danielle is doing that, that's just normal to us Big Brother fans, that they're doing this because everybody does it in Big Brother. And so I think they go into this being like, okay, I'm going to give these DRs, like I'm the best. And I think that kind of lack of somewhat humility people take as I don't like that. Yes, Pilar, he said community center acting. I mean, he's not wrong. The acting's not good. And I think Danielle herself will say, and we'll probably hear it at the reunion, I made the decision to do this. Was I super good at the acting? No. Was it messy? Yes. Danielle has said many times in posts she's made and in videos she's posted that it's messy. Butterfly says she's trying to win an Academy Award on an Emmy Award show. Yes. Oh my gosh. Ma Pro says, I don't get why people keep making comments about Big Brother players, but not Survivor players. Well, a Survivor player did win, Suri. And she was iconic. Survivor players are also super strategic and backstabbers. Remember Tony and Boston Rob? Yeah. But I think now that they've had a Survivor winner, they've had a challenge winner, and Big Brother just can't seem to get there. I mean, we haven't even had a Big Brother person in the end yet, right? Have we? Am I forgetting in the first and second seasons? I don't think so. And at least with Survivor and the Challenge. I mean, the Challenge, they came in and, CT was like, got soup dupes far, obviously won the game. Steven, what a novel idea. Because when they made Phaedra a traitor, it was so freaking interesting. Yes, Steven. How about instead have a season where none of the gamers are traitors? It's probably going to be a mess, but it might be interesting. Maybe it'll be too easy for the game. I don't know. But maybe not all of them. Yeah, no BB in the fire pit that I remember seeing. Kenzie says, sounds like a white man who is mad his white male favorite players didn't do good. Rachel got to episode 8. Britt, one of them is going to be in the finale, right? If not both. Depending on what happens with this stupid find out next week cliffhanger. Ugh. Until Brittany wins the season. I would like a season of just regular people. I feel like at this point they could do 2 traitors. Just like I feel like they could do 2 Big Brothers, where you do regular people and then you do celebrity Big Brother. I feel like traitors, you could do normal everyday people who want a chance to play the game, just like they do in other countries. But I think even UK, they have like some local celebrities, right? I don't know about Australia. But they could do like a regular schmegular season, and then they could also have their traitors who are celebrities and see how that goes. Because I do know that watching season 1 with the celebrities with the regular people was not fun, because the regular people were horrible. Steven says, cast Danielle on the next season of House of Villains. Hater's going to give her another show. I think she should be on House of Villains after this. And if she doesn't have management or an agent who is pushing for that at this point, or someone who can book her on that, or someone within casting, she needs to get that. If that's what she wants, because she does have a regular schmegular job. Rebecca says, all 4 Survivor players gone this season, and 2 of them were traitors. Good point. You know, Big Brother is the redheaded stepchild of all of the shows. We know that. Hell, sometimes I even treat it like that. You know? And that's just, Jeff Probst himself doesn't want his players on Big Brother. He's like, all right, we'll let you guys come over to our side and play. But no. The first person, it took, 26 seasons or 25 seasons, 26. I'm confusing myself now. It took forever, let's say over 20 years, for Big Brother to have a Survivor player, and that was Cirie Fields. And I think that was, most likely having a lot to do with the success of her on Traitors. Yeah. In my opinion. But Jeff is even like, oh, no, you can't go over there. And allegedly, that's what the people say, that they weren't letting any, because we were like, why aren't Survivor players playing Big Brother? Big Brother players always want to play Survivor. And we know that when people are cast on Big Brother, we always hear the same thing. They're like, well, I wanted to be cast on Survivor or like the challenge, but I got Big Brother, so I guess I'm here. It literally is the redheaded stepchild. Butterflies says, I'd like to see people from Netflix, The Circle, on the show. That could be interesting, but I stopped watching The Circle a long time ago. I liked it at first, and I was like, oh, this again? I don't know why, but that's just that was just my feeling. Jippity Bippity says, I'm happy Brittany and Danielle made it to the final round table. Me too. Kenzie says, UK version is painfully boring. I haven't finished a UK season yet. I started watching season 1 of UK, and I heard good things about it. I also heard good things about Traitors Can, and I heard good things about Traitors UK. So Steven says, if after all these BB winners and legends have played Traitors and Brittany wins first, the most non-gamer gamer. Yeah. Those of us and those of you who aren't familiar with Brittany know that Brittany is kind of the most non-gamer gamer. Yeah. But Brittany's smart. She's very smart. And she's very witty, and she's all the good stuff. But yeah, probably the most non-gamer gamer. Try Traitors. Cindy says Traitors UK, Traitors Australia, and Traitors New Zealand. Okay. Should I finish Traitors season 1? I just started it. Or should I just move on to a different Traitors UK season? Yeah, she does have other attributes that make her amazing. Shine says, another cis male wanna comp. The cis males are taking over. Well, you guys, there we have it. Left us on a cliffhanger. I think Danielle is going to be voted out, whether it is Brittany voting her out because she thought of Dolores was going to change her vote, or whether it was Danielle giving her the okay she took it as. I think Danielle, we will see her go. It would be interesting if she didn't and Ivor was sent packing, but that's what I think. So, thank you, producer Prince, for putting your tail in my face. Butterfly says, I want her to be voted out. So we get to see Danielle say she's a traitor. We deserve that. I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see it. Traitors Canada too. I've heard good things. Going to have to rewind and watch what you said about Tom. Oh my God. We went on about Tom being unalived, being murdered. All right. You guys are all beautiful, wonderful pumpkin spice babies. Thank you so much to everyone who joined in the conversation in the live chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to everyone who smashed the like. If you haven't already, please hit that like. Let's see if we can get 500 likes. Shout out to all my super chatters tonight. Chickenhead, PK, Dorkface, Neely, Ndub, Alexandra, Kenzie, thank you for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. That was amazing of you. CJ Latham, thank you for the super chat. And then I did highlight Anna's comment earlier. Why would anyone still be mad if they got Danielle out here? They all beat her if that happens. Dolores is still angry about it. That doesn't track to me. Yeah, so we see Dolores in her postseason interviews really making excuses for why she stood so why she was so loyal to Danielle. And it's this, this thing we've been talking about where she swore on her grandkids and Dolores is like, wait till you see what she did. So I think Dolores probably feels like, oh no, I'm smart. I knew it too. It's just, she tricked me with swearing on family. So that's why. And it's like, okay, just say you got outplayed and let's move along. Dolores, we'll still love you. Just say she outplayed you. And that's what happens. Angela says, that's why I think Dolores gets the seer. So Danielle stays, are you saying? And then Dolores won the seer. And she pulls Danielle in going, babe, I know you are a faithful, obviously, but just tell me you are. Just tell me you are so we can go have some pasta, okay? When you hear your family, right? Huh? And then Danielle goes, I'm a traitor. But how do we explain why Brittany is like upset with Danielle or seemingly upset with Danielle? For an episode that I didn't think I would talk this long about, I have talked a long time and I have questions. Steven says, Dolores is reminding me of MJ last year at the end. I hope Dolores isn't going to be like a bitter Betty about this going forward. It's a game. Like, come on. You believed her. You got duped. Now, it does seem like she's a sour grapes because she got duped. But we were going to the Olive Garden. No matter what, we're going to the Olive Garden. Steven says, I still don't think she questions Danielle. She already trusts her enough. That's a good point. Angie says, yes. Then they both get banished. Oh, damn. All right. Kenzie says, I need to see Dylan and his smelly pits go home. Not Dylan and his smelly pits. Oh, Dylan. Casey says, I can definitely see Dolo getting the seer. That power is up her alley. And who would she ask? Oh, you think Dolores questions Brittany? It's too many scenarios. My head is going crazy. I feel like Brittany walking around the castle like, what? And then Danielle did what? And then who? What? Who's the seer? Who went home? Who did Brittany vote for? Why did she vote that way? Why does she look like she's good in a barf? What's going on? Why is Ivor still here? Okay. All the things. Tom and Dylan competing for the smelliest pits. Justice for Dylan over Tom all day, every day. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Again, smash that like. If you're not already, please follow me on social media at joleenlunzer everywhere. You guys are awesome. We'll be talking about this for the next week. All right. But my throat hurts. My husband's been making me do RFK Jr. impressions all night. And it's a lot. Okay. It's a lot for me. I can't even do it right now. He'll be like, do RFK Jr. ordering from Burger King. And then I got an order from Burger King. Have RFK Jr. explain to his wife why he didn't sleep at home that night. And I'm like, sorry, Cheryl Hines, but I didn't sleep at home. I went home and someone tried to give me the jab on the way into the house. So I had to go to someone else's house. So I keep doing this. I do it better. Anyways, It turns them on. It's erotic. No, it's not, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Long Minnesota. Goodbye. Someone tell Carolyn Tom Sandoval sucks. Bye. Hit the like. Remember to enjoy yourself and say anything. Bye.
If you like what
Also, remember tomorrow is a blackout date. No one buy anything if you can do it. Bye.
if you like what you see.